Hello and welcome. I am Avery Gregan, and today I'm back for more Jujutsu Kaisen. We're here with Season 1, Episode 9 today. And last time, other than some technical difficulties, which left most of the reaction mute, thankfully I was able to re-record the discussion and kind of get that up there still. But other than the technical difficulties, we had a lot of fun with this transitionary period, sort of, in Jujutsu Kaisen. So the biggest thing, obviously, was that we met two new characters from Kyoto. We met Mai and Todo, who seems like everyone but Mai is pretty happy to ship together. However, Mai has been recently incorporated into the Idol fan base, so it's only a matter of time, right? Todo, on the other hand, is a lot more interesting. Other than being a massive Idol fan, he is apparently incredibly powerful. He basically single-handedly fought off some sort of like curse parade by what we learned was a curse user, which is our little sorcerer friend who works with the curses. Makes sense. Geto. And apparently, Todo, these names are going to really start troubling me, especially Geto and Todo. Todo fought off he killed a special grade curse and several rank 1 curses, and only really had to use his curse techniques against the special grade. So he's no joke. And our boy Fushiguro in that first hand after getting pummeled by him quite a bit. Meanwhile, Nobata fought against Mai, and Mai straight up pulled a Glock on her. Apparently she learned her jujutsu from America. No, those jokes will not get old, nor will they be stopping anytime soon. So that was our little encounter there. We saw a little bit of the curse speech, which is interesting. Parkour Panda showed himself to be a bit of a kung fu panda, if you would. And the other big thing that happened this episode was Gojo spoke with the Kyoto principal. A lot of tension in the air. Gojo, about as respectful as you'd expect him to be. And the principal's bodyguard, escort, whose name I believe was Miwa. She's a massive Gojo fanboy, and the facial expressions and just the gags surrounding her were easily one of the highlights of the episode, and they were absolutely hilarious and done so well. Especially her robot walking out of the door, an absolute blast. And she actually got her signature at the end of the day, which just makes me so happy. I can't wait for her to die in 2 episodes, and it's just going to be very cruel and unfair. But that's then. For now, it looks like we're still getting ready for the tournament arc that's coming up. It looks like the curses are getting ready to make a move, and as Gojo's pointed out, it looks like all the stopgaps that the elders have been putting in place all this time are finally being able to catch up to them. So we're going to see how that kind of goes. At the end of the episode, Mahito apparently sucked the life out of 3 theater goers, and we saw our main boy, Yuji, going in with a character from the OP and ED, whose name I don't believe we got. But they're going to go inside, and it looks like we're starting to set up Yuji and Mahito potentially encountering each other and starting out this whole conflict between those two as two sort of bridges between humans and curses. So I'm curious if that plays out in a similar way like that, and kind of how this builds out going forward. So I'm really looking forward to this episode. Without any further ado, we're going to hop right into it. If you're new to this channel, I do full reactions on YouTube. The audio and the visuals are edited for copyright. However, in the description is my completely unedited full reaction. It is free. It is on Pixel Drain. However, my analysis, where I break through the episode and go through it bit by bit and talk about what I want to talk, will be on YouTube. So whether you go in the description or you stay here, I will see you after the episode for my discussion. With that said, let's hop into Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, Episode 9. Hopefully no more technical issues. Looks good. Okay, people we don't know. Oh wow. Yoshino. I think he's in the opening in the park with everyone. Potentially one of ours? Oh. A little bit of negativity from bullying. Okay, understandable. I'm gonna buy a ticket. Wait, was he the one who approached Mahito? You could see him. I think he was. I wonder if his encounter with Mahito will be... Ooh. Speak of the devil. Speak of the curse. He can see Mahito, so I wonder if this is a... Yuji's gonna interact with him, encounter him. Well, you're about to find where it doesn't reside. Wouldn't be too bad if they died. Oof. There's no winning in a case like this. See what you can go get away with. Wow, he actually said it? Dang. Woo. He's got balls. Oh, what in the world was that? So he's gonna go out there, he's gonna confront him and thank him. I don't remember seeing that. Yeah, hito. Maybe not so much. A human couldn't do that. And if they could do that, would they really qualify as human? That's interesting. I wonder if Mahito has a standard for what's human. Is he considering himself the next humanity? So those people weren't acting like humans should. That could be really interesting. Humans who are like curses, or worse than curses. Certainly quite a few humans who could qualify like that. Yeah. Interesting. What an interesting open. That was really interesting. Wow, okay. So we're definitely building out this human curse dichotomy. Or perhaps breaking down the dichotomy. Showing humans who are worse than curse, and potentially curses who are more human than many humans. Really cool. Oh, that was him, wasn't it? In the aquarium. Oh, that's cool. They added that now. That wasn't there last time, was it? I feel like I would have noticed that. And there's more people here now too, the Kyoto. Okay. So this is probably like a version 2 of the opening. Cool, cool, very cool. Love when they add things to the opening. It's already worthwhile just to watch the openings just to get in the mood, but those little details really make it even more worthwhile. It also is promising for the show in the future. Forensics. Government won't tell us anything. Yeah, it's probably a little beyond the police work. You don't get paid enough for this shit. Mm-hmm. Residual energy. Interesting. So who are you exactly? Is he a teacher? Definitely the opposite. Definitely the opposite of Gojo in a lot of ways. Society's too emotional for you. Soko soko de. Got it. He get along with Fushiguro pretty well, I imagine. Friend of Gojo's. Got it. Nanami Kento. Former salaryman. Interesting. He's pretty strong of an oddball too, I would say. I don't need Gojo of all people calling me an oddball. It's a good reply. Salaryman indeed. Oh. Gray paper. Again, the shift back. That's great. I hope that's a recurring gag. What was that? That work is shit too. Okay, so the lesser of the two shits. Gotcha. Life is shit. Understood. Noted. Oh my god. Which Gojo clearly does not. Gotta earn that. The bomb we know is Sukuna. Interesting. Prove you're more than a vessel. Yeah. Doing good in training though, so you got a lot of promise. That's Yuji. Yuji's already over his shenanigans. Yeah, hard not to at least consider the young man. Oh, hi there. That doesn't make me uncomfortable at all. Ooh, didn't even notice it. We'll see. And now we get to see what he can do. Ooh. Bit ageist. Oh, okay. Not he's weak because he's a kid. He's a kid, so he's just saying he'll protect him if he needs to. Just taking his priorities. Is that a sword? It's a butcher's knife? A cleaver? The acclamation of little despairs is what makes someone an adult. That's an interesting statement. We'll definitely have to go back towards that one after the episode. Forcibly create a weak point. Oh my god, he's a video game character. Interesting. The difference in art style is great. Again, Madoka Magica, just like it. Stupid. You think they give a shit? Oh, this track. Dun, 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 dun. I can't watch and read subtitles at the same time. Interesting. So does he not choose where they appear? Very clean. Oh, I love this track. Wow. Okay, well, cameraman's gonna have to clean that later. Come on. That's just disrespectful. Can't be so easily distracted. Come on, you've been training to keep your magical energy steady. I guess he has been training to fight on the spot while being distracted, though. Ooh. That art is so raw. Ooh, casual Gocho. Think using a blade that's too heavy for you? Interesting. That's an interesting mechanic. Oh, wow, that's really interesting. It also looks cool as hell. That's my boy, Yuji. Divergent Fist. That's actually really cool. That's really cool. For some reason. 120. Wow. Oh, little bitch baby's crying. Lot of potential. Yeah, probably get even more cursed energy as collects more of Sukuna. A watch? Could this used to be a person? Uh-oh. Humans. Those aren't curses. Oh. Malformed. Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oops. Died of shock. That reminds me of what Muzan did in episode 7 of Demon Slayer. Sending blood into someone, their body just not being able to adapt. There's always a question of whether she was being honest or just trying to make him feel better. We should be fighting curses, not humans. Innocent humans, rather. I'm curious if fighting someone like Geto will result in a similar reaction. If it's humans he's against, or if it's humans who are unwillingly dragged into it. Potential apparitions. Mm-hmm. He actually took him in. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Anything that's hard to understand. Oh, so it needs to be something specific. What? The earth, the ocean, and the forest? No way. Human. Humans fear humans. Yeah. What was that? That is really interesting. Look into the boy who was there. Yoshino Junpei. He might have information. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He's representative of the of the assistants. Interesting. What are you thinking? Trying to take you somewhere. Yeah. Gotta approach it carefully. I just noticed he even has a tie bar. It's crazy. Good heart. Nanamin. That's adorable. Already? Okay. That wasn't hard. Wonder how long it's been. Now bag him! Stuff him in the van. Ooh. Just to see if he reacts. Interesting. God, his CD just hits different. That's so perfect for their characters that Fushiguro is the only one who isn't dancing in the CD. They know exactly what they're doing with the Gojo transition with the. They know exactly what they're doing with the CD. So good. Juju Stroll? Juju Sample. Let's do it. Aww. You could see these two interact. Awesome. It's like I've been thinking. That's dangerous. Why you ghosting me, bro? Oh my god. Shinko. Gojo! Okay, we're starting to move towards something. I mean, obviously we've been moving towards the tournament going on, but really pieces are starting to come together. We're starting to. It's less transition and really more build up now, as we're starting to get a clear vision of what's going on, especially with this guy, Mahito. Really, really interesting episode. Oh, jeez, I can't be recording these late. I'm starting to lose my lighting. That's what I get when I do only natural lighting. Okay, so let's make this one pretty quickly. This was a pretty long intro. I'm glad we got it, though. Really more fleshing out the teaser we had last time with this guy, Yoshino, meeting Mahito, who definitely has a bit of judgment about humans. Interesting, because he was the one who was born from human hatred, not self-hatred, but hatred towards humanity, or fear of humanity. And he seems to despise the part of humanity that humanity fears. Very interesting. Yeah, you guys are out of your league here. So we learned about residuals, which makes sense. Residual cursed energy is left behind. However, he mentions that Mahito, if he was skilled enough, he didn't have to leave it behind, so he chose to. So it's not something that just kind of it's out of your control necessarily. I adhere to facts and I use facts and logic. I used to think other people did the same. How innocent I was. Nanami Kento, former salaryman, first grade, Jujutsu sorcerers are shit. Work is shit. Sorcery is slightly less shit. Gotta make yourself useful. I don't care. You don't need to have me recognize you. It doesn't matter. Deal with these humans who are once again blurring the line between humans and curses. Very interesting. Here we go. This is the part. You face life or death situations, but that does not make you an adult. All these little things, these little sad things, the accumulation of those little despairs is what makes a person an adult. I really like that. That might be one of the best one-liners of the show so far. That's really interesting. You face life or death situations, but you haven't experienced enough little despairs, minor despairs, to become an adult. Because an adult is more than just someone who's jaded, right? An adult is more than someone who's just experienced trauma and who is matured mentally. An adult is somebody who's more rounded, who has experienced minor despairs in all different parts of life, and has basically had their childhood chipped away at them. That's really interesting. The accumulation of those little despairs. And there's nothing specific, right? So it's different for each person. There's no qualification that makes you an adult or not an adult. It's simply the fact that just because he's competent, just because he's had certain experiences, does not qualify you as an adult. It's something you can only gain with experience, not a specific experience, but with experience in general. That's what makes you an adult. Those little despairs building up, chipping away at your youth. Really interesting. And this guy's literally a video game character. Weak spots appear in the enemy and I just have to slash them. It allows me to deal more damage than I normally should. Is it okay if it reveals something like that? It's fine. Plus, if it misleads them, then it even works for my advantage. I want to focus on the curse, but it feels like I should be listening. I want to focus on the action, but I feel like I should be paying attention to the dialogue. It sounds so familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Revealing one's hand is a pact that increases the effectiveness of one's technique. Interesting. It's a pact. I assume we'll go more into that. It's a really interesting idea, though. This art is really good. This looks freaking amazing. Oh, it's so good. It's so raw. It's so raw. And then he gets this this double hit, this divergent fist. Really cool. Also, great shot of Yuji. Love it. Once again, he's just naturally stronger. This guy could become a bit of a monster. These are humans. These were humans. But they died earlier, or at least probably died earlier from the shock. Obviously, Yuji's torn because he's here to fight curses, not humans. I wonder if curse users, evil Jujutsu sorcerers, will cause them to give them the same pause because they're human. I think they will to a degree, because he doesn't want to fight humans. But as we've been talking about, the show's, especially now that we've learned more about Mahito, the show is dead set on breaking down the delineation between humans and curses, so something he's going to have to face eventually. Potential apparitions named after the spirits that most people assume that they're made from. Yeah. Potential apparitions. But people are afraid of a lot more. They're afraid of the unknown. They're afraid of the elements, the world around them. They're afraid of each other. The earth, the forest, and the oceans. They gained wisdom before they took shape and remained in hiding. So the floating guy is what we saw earlier. We saw at the beach. It brings me no end of discomfort and also embarrassment for him that Lava Head is effectively the spirit of the earth. That is so depressing for him. And then we've got Hanami, who's the forests. Really interesting. The cursed energy directed them was too big. They gained wisdom and took shape, then remained in hiding. Yeah, they're sentient, conscious, like nothing else. Nothing else. I'm proud to call them all friends. What are you? Telling this to the bullied kid. Humanity fears other humans. The hatred and fear people hold in their gut. What better person to come across this than someone who's bullied, who wouldn't mind seeing a few humans die, who's experienced the cruelty of humans. And then this, I'm not sure what that is. We gotta find them. You guys will go talk to this guy, and I'll go look into this. But you already know where it is. We're being lured in. So he's gonna storm in because Yuji's a child to him. I mentioned that it seems like I mainly agree with his idea of what an adult is. I don't quite agree with it entirely, and I think part of this is going to be him learning that Yuji is more of an adult than he may think. I do think he's going somewhere with that, but I do think he has an overly simplistic and overly judgmental vision of what an adult is. So I'm curious if that'll be a focus moving on. Don't call me sensei. How about not? I mean, I will slap you, and it will hurt. He hasn't attended school. I don't think we saw how long it was, but then they're bringing this along, assuming to see if he reacts to curses. And that seems to be like the talisman sealing him. And then this is just funny. Good stuff. Good stuff. Love myself a good elephant drawing. Okay, I think that's going to do it for this one. I'm going to leave it rather short because you can probably barely even see my face anymore. Just the lighting of the laptop is all that's there. I'm recording this a little bit later than normal. So, yeah, I'm losing a little bit of light. Regardless, another fantastic episode. Great build-up. Some great reveals about Mahito and about our curses. And kind of, God, Volcano Head just keeps making, my opinion of him just keeps dropping. All of that, and he's like the spirit of the earth. That is depressing. Deeply so. But I guess he is still pretty powerful. I mean, he almost didn't get one-shot by Gojo, so I guess maybe he's not nothing. Who knows? Maybe my opinion of him will improve as he fights against other non-Gojo characters. We'll just have to see. Regardless, that was episode 9. Fantastic episode. I loved it. It's been a while since I've watched one of these, been a few days since I've watched an episode. These may be sometimes every other day. I'll try to keep them every day, though. We'll see how it goes. My schedule shifted. I'm working a lot more now, so I'll see what I can do. But regardless, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, all that stuff. Help me boost the algorithm a little bit so I can get a little bit more known, a little bit more seen by more people, and we can engage in more discussions. And if you want to engage in the discussion, please leave a comment. Anything you want about the episode, I would love to engage with you. As you can see, that's why I'm doing these. It's a lot of fun just to break things down and talk about them and really do more than just the sensationalist reacting, but I really want to show the value you can get from this, more than just escapism. So if you want to help me out on that, join me, subscribe. If you want to engage with me, comments. I'd be happy to talk with you. But regardless, until next time, thank you again so much for watching, and have a lovely rest of your day.